Do you believe Anthony Davis is better than Giannis?
Oh no. Hold on. Let me revise my file.
Okay.
All right.
Nah.
Okay. LeBron. Yeah, I forgot about Giannis. I think I forgot about but I would just take AD off for Giannis. I still think you gotta have Curry in there. When Curry's healthy, 2-time MVP, I think you gotta have him in there.
So you actually think that Giannis is better than Anthony Davis?
I think like if I'm by themselves, player wise, I don't even know. It's a toss up between those two. I mean, I don't even know. That is a hard comparison because they're kind of. Go ahead,
bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say because AD, like man, when he's hot, I mean nobody can stop him because I mean he can shoot better than Giannis, of course. But
yes,
my thing about Giannis is, I mean, I know he won Defensive Player of the Year in this year, and I know AD was in the running for that, but like Giannis is just like he's just like he can. I don't know. He's
more
like
dominant.
I would say I think he's more dominant because he's like kind of like the top player on the team. Like he doesn't. I mean, Chris Middleton's really good, but like it's not like LeBron. It's not like you're sharing this limelight with LeBron. So you kind of do get the credit for that. But I mean, his team. I don't know. Both their teams are good, so it's really a toss-up in my opinion.
See, I believe, Brooks, that AD is better than Giannis because offensively, I think Anthony Davis is a better scorer than Giannis is. I think Giannis has limitations offensively. Clarence keep putting his head down, but it's a fact. That's part of the reason why the Raptors upset the Bucks last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nick Nurse and that coaching staff, they put together a game plan, and they basically forced Giannis to hit perimeter shots. He couldn't do it. We know Anthony Davis, as a scoring threat, he can hit perimeter shots at a consistent rate. That's the difference to me in Giannis and Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis, scoring-wise, he gives you more of a premium than Giannis overall.
Mm-hmm. Now, but at the time, though, Brooks, he only stated offensively. But Giannis impacts the game on both sides of the floor. He's a better passer. In my opinion, he dropped better statistic numbers than AD probably ever did. And I think for Giannis, though, he's just a driven force, like on both sides of the floor, and he can defend in like 1 through 5, and he just got that killer instinct in his mind. Like, look, I'm the best player, and it's another reason why I'm winning MVP because I'm the best player in the NBA, regardless respect to LeBron James, but I'm the best player, and he's showing it why he is though. He's leading his team. He's leading his team in all categories. That's not.
But hold on, Clarence. You say he a better facilitator than AD. You can't forget AD playing with LeBron. So that's LeBron's role on that Lakers team. LeBron is the playmaker. That's not Anthony Davis's role. On the Bucks, on the Bucks, it starts and ends with Giannis. So you can't really say, oh, Giannis is a better facilitator than Anthony Davis. That's not Anthony Davis's role with the Lakers.
Do you think you really thought Giannis' role was that? It was through to him. It was through to him. Like that's why when him and Jason Kidd was teaching him to facilitate and how to be a good teammate to his player. And I think for that type of situation, when you're the best player on your team, you got to do whatever it takes to make your team better. Like even if you're scoring, rebounding, and passing, even on the defensive side. And I think for AD in this type of situation, he got a better player around him than what Giannis had. And even in the Pelican years, though, he could have been a good facilitator there, but he wasn't. His main thing was scoring into the paint and rebounding. But Giannis, it's everything the above: winning, team play, scoring, defensively. Look, Giannis is better, man. He's better. I don't know how people can just think AD's better.
Brooks, who is your NBA MVP this year?
This year, if I was giving somebody an MVP, I would go Giannis.
Wow. So you think you over LeBron?
I would give it to him over LeBron.
Okay, let me give you my case for LeBron. See, I think if you take LeBron James off the Lakers, I don't think the Lakers are our number 1 seed in the Western Conference. If you take Anthony Davis off the Bucks, I think the Bucks are still a playoff team. They can still make the playoffs, and they'll be like a top 6 seed to me because I think the Bucks. So? I think the Bucks are well coached. Mike Budenholzer is one of the best coaches we have in the NBA. He also was a great coach for the Atlanta Hawks and led those Hawks teams to the playoffs while he was their head coach. I think Budenholzer has a system in place for the Milwaukee Bucks for them to be successful. When it comes to the Lakers, you take LeBron James off that Lakers team, they're not a top 5 seed in the tough Western Conference. In the East, I still think the Bucks are top 6 or 7 seed in the Eastern Conference, even without Giannis.
So hold on, Brooks. So you basically saying Middleton is going to be a better leader than Anthony Davis?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we know Anthony Davis is better than Middleton. I just think the Bucks have better role players than the Lakers, and I think they're better all around coached than the Lakers are. So I think when you combine those two things, I think that takes away a little bit of Giannis's value compared to LeBron James. So that you say what, Brooke?
So like I kind of like I can see where you're coming from, but like in my opinion, let's say like you take LeBron, you take Giannis off each team, you might be right. They're more like actually like more valuable. LeBron, I can see that, but I think the Lakers would be better off, like a better team than the Bucks. I know the Bucks are in the East and it's a little weaker, but like I just don't think Chris Middleton is the same level of player as AD is. And I mean on that Lakers team, you do have a few you got a few talented kids supporting cast and stuff like that. And I know that Budenholzer is a way better coach than Vogel, even though Vogel's not that bad of a coach. But I just think that you could go farther with AD than you could with Middleton and that Bucks team.
I agree. That's all I'm saying. And the thing is though, bro, like, don't get me wrong, the Lakers is in the Western Conference, so they gonna have probably a tougher task than them. But AD is much of a capable, better leader than Chris Middleton. Like Middleton is one of them guys that he need to feel off somebody's energy, like Giannis. He needs Giannis to be successful. And believe it or not, though, like people say, this one guy was trying to say, but they was 6-3 without 5-3 without Giannis. I'm like, that's 8 games compared to 60 games, bro. How would they be in 60 games? Like, do you believe they gonna be still playing well or shooting better without Giannis? That's only an 8-game stretch, man, compared to 60 games that they played this bubble. Well, I just don't understand.
Okay,
I'm trying to tell Trey, like,
let's get back to Brooks though, real quick. Brooks, let me ask you a question. Who do you compare your game to in the NBA right now? Like, if you looked at a player and said, I like the way he plays, I'm not necessarily trying to copy, but you're trying to emulate and try to take things away from their game to apply it to your game. Which player currently in the NBA would you say that you would do that for? Who would you say it is?
Just like kind of like what I was saying earlier, because like, so even though like I'm 6'7", and I actually play point guard on my high school team, and and that's kind of like what I'm being recruited as for college. That's one of the reasons like why I kind of like Northwestern, because they kind of see me as like a combo guard rather than a 3. I mean, like I'll play the 3 a little bit, but they kind of see me as a combo guard as well. So I'm just really kind of like what Luka does, the way he can facilitate, score when he needs to. I'm trying to get, to be, like a hallmark version of that, just like an off-brand version of that as much as I can, because I just think that the way he plays, the way he leads at his age, as much as I can take away from him, I would love to just be as close as I can to his game. But yeah, so I would definitely just look at Luka in that aspect.
Definitely. I like that. I like that question, man.
All right, Bruce, I got another question for you. Clarence, you got a question you want to say?
No, I'm listening.
Okay, Brooks, I was going to ask you. Now, I know head coach Chris Collins of Northwestern, he's entering his 8th season as head coach, and he has a record of 109 and 118 and won 48% of his games. How excited are you to play for Coach Collins?
I'm really excited. One of the I remember when like he was actually telling me about like some people may say that his job at times like it might be in jeopardy, or like you don't want to go there because he's not he might be out there in a year, but he actually signed like an extension through 2020 something. But I'm super excited, and I think that the way he coaches, it's kind of like his dad. Me and my dad, because my dad's a coach. We love the way that he kind of like the offenses that he runs. You know, it's kind of just like fast paced, and it's not really Big Ten basketball, if that makes sense. Big Ten basketball kind of slow. You know, look for a good shot.
Yeah.
I mean, they look for a good shot, but they play fast. You know, they kind of play like modern day. You know, trying to get up and down, and you know, a lot of his losses on his record are kind of just, you know, he's had really young teams, and before they got really good, you know, so you would have to go through a few years. Like when he took Northwestern's program up out of where it was, man, it was in the gutter. You know, nobody knew about him. They had never been to a tournament. You know, they finally got to the tournament a few years ago. We're trying to get back to there. You know, I think that we'll be able to, and you know, I'm just really excited to, you know, go there and try to be a part of his team and his vision for the program.
All right. I like that answer. So one more question, though. I'm going to lead this to Trey. So, okay. So your current, is there any, and they're like, I know this like a funny question though. Once you get to college and stuff, is there like any way you might swap jerseys, like change the jersey number? Could you say you like?
Yeah. So like, I mean, I hope that 13 is open when I get to, you know, like I hope 13 is available. I hope like nobody's wearing it when I get to Northwest. I don't think anybody is right now. So I think I'm good right now. But, you know, I've always worn it growing up. So, you know, it would be weird to change. But, you know, if I had to change, I might change. You know, my brother and my dad always wore 44. So, like, if that's not there, somebody's wearing 13, you know, I might have to pick up my brother's number and my dad's number, wear 44. So you never know. So that's a good question. I like that question.
All right, Brooks, what do you think will be the biggest challenge transitioning from high school basketball to college basketball?
You know, yeah, I think the biggest challenge for that is just, you know, you go from playing, you know, some high school freshmen, high school sophomores, you know, high school is, you know, you go from playing kind of kids to grown men. You know, the people that play in the Big Ten, you know, they're established, you know, they're pros, you know, they've been there, they've done it, they've seen it all. You know, you know, that's just kind of like a wake-up call. You know, I can't, you know, now that I'm going to Northwestern, I can't be, you know, relaxed. I can't be, you know, I'm a D1 basketball commit. You know, I'm higher than this, I'm higher than that. You know, I'm at the bottom of the food chain as soon as I get there. So, you know, I just got to keep working, trying to get stronger every day, get better every day. You know, have a good high school year, and then go to Northwestern, just being ready to work, and, you know, trying to go at those Big Ten guys, go at those, you know, Michigan States, the IUs, the Purdue's, you know. So just definitely the you know, people I'm about to play would be the biggest challenge.
For you personally, Brooks, what are some improvements you want to make on your game personally heading into your senior season?
I definitely want to, you know, I'm trying to get it, you know, as athletic as possible. You know, if I, you know, just putting on, you know, getting a little stronger, a little more athletic, you know, just kind of developing my body into a, you know, a grown man's body, you know, a Big Ten body. You know, I'm always trying to just keep improving everything in my game, like, you know, making sure, you know, just playing point guards really help my handle, just keep, you know, keep my handle right, keep getting better at that, you know, keep my shot, trying to make it as pure as possible. You know, just being able, you know, just lead, you know, it kind of goes beyond just the basketball part, trying to, you know, be a good leader, become more of a team player, you know, all through and through outside of basketball, you know, hanging out with teammates, you know, taking them to places, just going the next step, just trying to be as good as I can, you know, in and outside the court.
Is there a certain player you most excited to watch this year in college basketball?
Just you know, I'm just kind of ready to watch all the kids in Northwestern just to see what they can do. You know, they got a whole nother year, they got better. I'll definitely be looking at them. And if Cade Cunningham, you know, I know they kind of got Oklahoma State not allowed to play in the tournament or something like that, but you know, I like his game a lot. It'll be cool to see what he does at Oklahoma State.
He is a 6'6" small forward, 3-star Northwestern commit from Lafayette, Indiana. We're here with Brooks Barnhizer. Hey, Brooks, we appreciate you coming on the show this evening. We're definitely going to bring you back on sometime before basketball season, bro. We definitely thank you for coming on the Wise Guys Show tonight on the Worldwide Sports Network.
Appreciate you.
Anytime.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate you, Brooks.